Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Little Gamer Girl and we are back with another speed build. After so much time looking for inspiration photos for this lot, I finally decided to put together like a little sketch. I'll post it on my Twitter because I am now going to be using Twitter instead of Tumblr. But anyway, funny thing is I took most of the inspiration for this build from a Kaiser Permanente because I saw it on Pinterest and I was like, oh my gosh, I love the front of this building. And so I just took that and added a couple things, and now we have this, and I love her so much. And this video was originally 3 hours long, so thank God I do speed builds because oh my goodness. But anyways, yes, I am right now just mapping out the exterior, which honestly, I was like so proud of myself. I was like, oh my gosh, look at me go. I'm just like breezing through this. I was so proud of myself. It's the interiors I usually have a hard time with, which I did, but we'll get to that. I had a hard time with this too. It's these stupid pillars driving me crazy. I really wanted to use these, but they didn't work and I'm upset. But this honestly made me realize so much stuff about myself. Like I realized that whenever I can't get something right the first time, I usually just give up. And I'm glad I've been doing this because this makes me just keep going. And I need to do that. I need to work on just keep moving forward. Shout out to, oh my gosh, what's the name? Meet the Robinsons. If you guys have seen that, oh my gosh, that movie makes me cry. I love that movie. I'm gonna shut up now. But yeah, I've really liked having to do all these speed builds because it makes me just figure out a way around things that I have a hard time with, like the rooftop and these stupid freaking pillars. And right now I'm struggling with the freaking molding, which was driving me insane. So yeah, I love that I've been doing this because I need to stop like just giving up whenever something gets difficult. And you know what else was difficult? Why did the Sims team put a freaking pillar? I don't know if you'll see it. You'll probably see it because I like phase through it so much. But there's like a giant pillar right there. And I'm like, what is that for? Because I'm trying to build and it's getting in my way. Why was that necessary? Why did we need that? And so I was very frustrated with that. But we live, we laugh, and we love, and we move on. I just don't understand why that was included. I don't see how it benefits me in any way or anyone in any way. It's stupid. But we have it. I feel like I complained about something at least once. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna shut up now. I also tell myself to shut up a lot, but you know what? It's fine. It's it's what makes me me, so it's okay. Also what makes me me, I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm never wearing those. But moving on, we have the exterior all set up and now we're doing the windows. Also, usually I get upset with myself for doing windows first and then moving them around when I move to the interior. But it really helps. It helps you like map out where you want everything. You have to work around the windows sometimes. And then like if I don't like a spot, I just move the windows. You know? I don't know. It's just how my brain functions. I like placing the windows first so that way I know how I want the exterior to look on the interior. Does that make sense? I think so. Moving on. So after careful deliberation, I finally got the front of this building pretty much situated. And also this lighting is so much better. I don't know why I was building this in that other lighting. I think this is afternoon or evening lighting. The best lighting in the game. Whatever that other one was, garbage. I was like, oh my gosh, I actually like this build more in this lighting than I did in the other one. So I'm glad I changed the lighting because at first I was very unsure of myself. But yeah, I'm finishing up the front and then I move around to the back for a second just to finish the roof. And then I do this little side portion. You're never gonna see it probably. Actually, no, for sure you're never gonna see it unless you're on the inside. But I thought it was a good way to give the building more dimension. And it was in one of the inspiration photos that I had. So yeah, I decided to just go ahead and add it. because it looks super cute with the plants I ended up adding to the outside. Honestly, really like this little addition because from the outside you won't really notice it, but on the inside it is really cute. So yeah. Anyways, so we do that side portion, and then I do this little back part. And I don't really add a lot of details to this portion, and I end up moving to the inside instead and start working on this room right here, which ends up being the pool room. And of course, I'm placing my windows first because is this a normal thing? Am I crazy? I feel like this is a normal thing to do. Anyways, so this is the pool room, and honestly, there's not much to say about the pool room. I really wanted to have kind of like this retro checkered pattern tile, so just to make it feel like kind of old timey, but also the building is very brand new. And I feel like the retro theme is making a huge comeback. So I decided to go ahead and add that. And I also put in some decal tile on the inside of the pool, which you won't see from this point of view, but I end up putting a basement for the bathrooms, and you will actually be able to see the decorative tile that I did, which was really good. I'm glad it ends up working out that way. So after the pool room, I then moved on to making the stairs to the upstairs area, and I want to just go ahead and get that out the way so that way I can finish working around the build. So I end up putting these together, and I honestly really like how this little downstairs area turns out, which you will see in just a moment. But I moved to the upstairs just so that way I can add this little wall. I like adding walls instead of fences for that barrier. That's like my favorite thing to do right now. In some cases, I do add fences, but this one I added a wall. And I was gonna make this room the yoga studio room, and instead I turned this into, I think, the treadmill room. I figured in some gyms you have like a sectioned area for cardio specifically, so I decided to just make that one room just specifically for the treadmills. And then take a step outside so that way I can do the basketball court, and I also include this little like awning, I guess, for this back portion of the building just to give it some more dimension, because at first it was pretty boring and I didn't want it to be like boring in the back and then like pretty spicy in the front. I don't know. So I just went ahead and added these pillars and an awning, and then also included the palette for the building in the back as well, so that way you can see that. I don't end up finishing the exterior right away. I do end up going back inside, and this is when I start to figure out where I want my basement to be and how I want to have the restrooms down here, because I couldn't find any other room to put the bathroom, so I decided to just make a basement. And usually I don't do this, so I was really excited to have an actual basement. Round of applause for my first basement. Hello, how are you? But now we're moving on to the entryway of this gym, and I wanted it to feel like how you would walk into a normal gym and there's like this front counter area where you can check in and then go work out. So I ended up putting this little counter, and unfortunately I couldn't set a laptop on here or any kind of computer, which was super annoying. And I also really liked having these cubbies because I thought it would be cute to have the gym like store extra basketballs and water and t-shirts down there, but it just was not working out. So I ended up having this instead, and I used a fake laptop and like a notebook as a way for the Sims to check into the gym. It's not ideal, but it's cute and it gets the job done, so it's okay. Unfortunately, I'm moving faster than the video. But yes. Oh, and also I know that some gyms they used to have oh my god, the Tootsie Rolls. That's what they were. They used to have Tootsie Rolls in the front of the gym, and I guess they got some complaints so they removed it. But no shade to them. I wasn't gonna put candy in the front of the gym, so I decided to put little apples. Also, whoever on the Sims team designed these little vending machines, thank you so much. And I hope your pillow is cold at night. And I hope that whenever you warm up your food in the microwave, that it's always really warm. And I hope that whenever you get into your car on the cold day, the heater kicks in immediately. I just had to give them their flowers because honestly, truly, a godsend. I needed those vending machines, truthfully. That was the best part of this. That was the best part of this entire video. So honestly, I could shut up and just let you guys listen to music. I don't know. Um, Anyways, this is where I become a crazy person when it comes to details because I was like, oh my gosh, what if I just have section? I don't know what I was doing with the walls, but it looks good. So I honestly wish I kept that as wood paneling now that I look at it more. I think I changed it because of the stairs and it just clashes too much, which is why I did that instead, where I'm putting the brick like that. Yep. And yeah, I just love the wood paneling. I wish it could have worked out. Maybe in another life we'll meet again. And oh, I decided to add a little seating area. I know in some gyms they have seating areas for you to sit down and eat a little snacky snack. Let me know if you sit down and eat a snack at the gym. I wouldn't know, I don't go. Anyways, moving on to this treadmill room. Love these little rock climbing walls, but they drive me insane, and you will see close to the end. But anyways, treadmill room, nothing going on in here. It's just a bunch of treadmills, and that's all. I was gonna put a table in there, but I was like, I don't know what to put on here. What would you put in a cardio room? Maybe some water, but there's water in the vending machine, so I don't know what I would do. And then I wanted to put a little mini fridge in there so that way you could grab a water from inside the cardio room, but I decided to just move it out here to the hallway. Now that I look at it, it looks dumb because there's vending machines right there. So what was the point of the mini fridge? But you know, it's taking up space, so we still love her. But anyways, now I am cluttering this little table, and of course, I don't know where I got these like stack of magazines from, but I had to do the one with Bella Goth on them because she is that girl in every universe. And of course, there's gonna be a magazine of her in that famous red dress. So, yeah, that's practically everywhere in my game. There's something wrong. Also, I hope you guys are proud of me because I used 0 curtains in this speed build. I know, round of applause for me. I'm so glad I could make you guys proud this one time. Moving on, we are on the second floor of the gym, and I'm just putting in all the walls and floorings and everything. And over here, I start to map out how I want this large room to be because downstairs it was easy, I just made a pool room. But this one, I really wanted to be the, oh my gosh, yoga studio and the weightlifting room. So I end up doing that. And of course, these windows were driving me crazy because I couldn't figure out how to make them look good on the inside and the outside, but I ended up figuring it out and we move on. Anyways, so I am setting up all the windows and the wallpaper and everything for the second floor. So that way all I have to do is just add the furniture because I'm just doing the same thing. I started picking up like a rhythm on how to do everything, especially with the doors. So I decided to do that. And then these freaking what are these called? I just rock climbing walls. That's what they are. They were driving me insane because they wouldn't line up with the freaking window and I was losing it, but I ended up just keeping them how they originally were. And now I am working on the wall of mirrors for the strength room. Oh my goodness, why did I have such a hard time? And as I'm getting closer to the end of this build, I start to add more details and decide to just go ahead and add some TVs. Usually I hate adding TVs to a community lot like this because all the Sims want to do is just stand around and watch TV, and it drives me insane because you're not here for the TV, you're here to work out. Please stop watching the TV. So at first I was opposed to it, but I do end up putting TVs in the rooms. Although I do feel this room is a bit small, I do like that I separated each of the workout equipment into different rooms. I feel like it helped me maximize the large space because the space is large but also small at the same time, so it's kind of hard to figure out how I want everything to work. So yeah, I'm glad I did that, and now we are moving on to the last room, which is the punching bag room for boxing, so like a boxing room. I don't know why I didn't just say boxing, why I said punching bag, but anyways. So yeah, I'm doing that. I tried to make the space have like neutral colors, like just make it like a sad beige gym, but I couldn't. So there's different browns and stuff like that, and it's very warm and modern, and it's still cute. So I'm glad I didn't just go for downloading some CC and making it a sad beige gym, which I could have done, but I really like how I did this, and I didn't have to even download some CC, which is great because I need to stop. It's becoming a problem. There's too much, especially since I'm downloading CC for high school years. I think I need to stop. So yeah. Anyways, here I am fixing the window so that way I don't, is it burst a blood vessel or pop a blood vessel? I don't know, but it was gonna happen if I had to deal with more windows. Now doing this yoga studio room, I wanted the space to feel pretty zen and relaxing while everyone's working out, even though this part of the spa day gameplay features doesn't work. For some reason, even though you try to join the class, you end up missing it no matter what, which is annoying and I hope they fix. I still added this room and hopefully someday it'll be more functional than it is now. But I really like how I used these dividers to make the room have more dimension. And then I really want to hang up some art on the wall and couldn't figure it out for the life of me. So I ended up putting up some pillars and then hanging up the art. So that way it looks a wee bit better. And now that I'm looking at it, I should have added the brick wall in there. So I might go back and add that. But now I am doing the seating area for the second floor because I feel like there needs to be more seating than those two tables downstairs. So I decided to add some more and of course included the vending machines and added some more wall art to the wall so that way it feels more full. Now I'm starting to work on the exterior of the gym again, and I wanted to make sure I added plenty of foliage because although I think San Myshuno is supposed to be like a New York and it's supposed to be a concrete jungle, I can't help but add trees to every build that I do. So I added some trees and then I decided to go work on the downstairs area for the bathrooms. I had a hard time figuring out how I wanted to put everything into the bathrooms, especially right now since it's such a small space, but I do expand it to make it a bit larger and fit in some showers and some toilets, and it ends up looking really cute. And I will actually go ahead and show this part for you guys, um, just because it's the gym bathroom and in case you're curious on how I decide to do it. I don't do the blue bathroom though. I'm not showing that one. I'm only showing the pink one because the pink one is so cute. So yeah. Originally I wanted the showers to have like those little curtains and then I wanted to have individual toilet rooms, but it just looked too chaotic. So I decided to just go ahead and put the toilets and the showers into one room, and I gave the Sims some lockers to put all of their bags and extra stuff like that. And honestly, I've never used those mirrors before, but I decided to use them a few times during this build and I really like them. They just look so cute in this brown swatch. So I'm glad I decided to finally use something new instead of using my favorite custom content. I don't include all of the details that I added into the bathroom, but I did add quite a few details and it does end up looking super cute. And I also do forget to show you guys in the walkthrough. I'm terrible, I know, I'm sorry. But it's a bathroom, so at least you guys got to see a little bit of it. But I included a seating area outside of the bathroom with a TV and some more seating and vending machines to sit down and eat, have a snack. Especially for Sims that work out really hard, sometimes they need to just sit down and have the protein shake. I really like how this downstairs area ended up looking, and although it's not really the most important part of the gym because the Sims will just go down there to shower and use the bathroom, I do like that it is still very sleek and modern, and I also include the detail of having dirty clothes piles on the floor because you know there's going to be some nasty Sims. And as much as I hate having Sims with imperfections in my game, because I like to have perfectionists in my game, because I am a perfectionist, there's gonna be a Sim in there that's gonna just dump their clothes. I know it. So I decided to include that. But we are back to the outside, adding some details. I'm also doing the foliage as well. I think I do forget to include, well, I don't forget to, I purposely cut out me adding the trees and repositioning them. Um, but yeah, I do reposition the trees and add some foliage to the back and the front and add some clutter like basketballs to the outside. And I felt like that back part really needed to have the basketball court defined with different floors. So I made sure to do that because it was just so naked. So yeah. Oh, and also change this path. And it looks so much better with this like checkered pathing. So I decided to move everything over because I wanted the basketball court to be a bit wider. And now that we are at the end of this build, I'd like to ask for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this build down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!